the new Modus Super Series champion.
Oh my word!
It's another incredible moment tonight.
Jeff Smith.
It's match start.
5-star performance.
Ball for big fish.
It's
Jack Drayton!
Hopefully hit the ground running and yeah, get a good result this week.
But definitely feel like he's got 6 on this point, mate. Only need the 2. Does only need the 2. Clean kill that. Smothers away through. 5 to double 16.
Find the treble 19 for the bullseye. For 1-2-6 check out. Brilliant.
2 out of 3. 3 out of 3 for Fallon Sherrick.
Count the 111. However, Lennon's going to have a look at tops. He's not just going to have a look. He's going to get.
And that is a brilliant check out from Whitlock.
Yeah, we just got to see what happens, and yeah, hopefully I'm pretty good at it still.
A very, very warm welcome to the south coast of England. Group B tonight, we've got double treble 5 in store, best of 5 legs tonight, and it will be the best of 5 players over the next 2 nights because 3 will progress to Saturday night. 4 different champions from 4 double treble weeks, but in double treble 5 we now progress to the evening sessions where things could get very interesting indeed. Trina Gulliver has been here all day, surveying Group C with Henry Deacon, and you're here with me now, but is this the portion of the week where maybe the pressure starts to ramp up a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the group that we've got in play tonight, and it's just full of talent as well. And you know, it is going to ramp up, and I'm really looking forward to this kicking off.
As far as this format is concerned, some people love it, some people don't. But I think Keegan Brown likes it because this afternoon in Group C, he was winning 5 out of 5 and doing some rather flashy things along with it.
He did, yeah, as you said, the 5 out of 5, and he took out the magical 170 checkout, and he hit that 170 at a pinnacle time as well. He hit that to go 2-2 and take to a deciding leg.
Interesting that Steve West in the background there was already nodding when the 2 treble 20s were hit, and then he knew that the bull was going to go, but it was a victory for Brown, and that went along with 4 others. His close friend Richie Howson is in somewhat close proximity with 6 points. He had 3 wins from 5, but there's plenty of other people in pursuit, so no one's really out of this looking for a top 2 spot.
No, the night is pretty tight, isn't it? You've got 3 players there on 4 points, and Richie Howson started off really well, getting in to his games early doors, but towards the end of the day, he was struggling with getting in. So, but we'll see how that pans out again.
Well, Scott Mitchell didn't have any trouble in getting in or out over the first 3 days because he won Group A, as you can see. And if you are just joining us for the first time this week, we've had the Group C participants this afternoon. That will come to its culmination on Friday afternoon, tomorrow from 1 o'clock, live on Pluto TV. But tonight we focus on Simon Whitlock, someone who's got more World Grand Prix experience than anybody else here this week. That's, of course, double start, double finish. Fallon Sherrick and Steve Lennon will join Whitlock alongside Harrison and Duff, who are 2nd and 3rd, respectively, in Group A over the first 3 days of the week. Well, Simon Whitlock, he comes here with a lot of experience in double start and double finish. Does he, in your eyes, feel like one of the favourites for this group?
He does. However, I earlier on in the week, I've actually been saying about Steve Lennon. I think that Steve Lennon has got a good chance here. He's playing really well, but Whitlock does have the experience. He's played this game, this format, time and time again.
I'll be really interested to see not just what the odds are for the players, but what doubles they decide to go off on tonight. But it is Steve Lennon who is 6-5, the favourite. I think a lot of people would have had Simon Whitlock as the favourite because of the experience, but Steve Lennon's been playing some good darts in Ireland, and in particular on the ADC tour over there.
Yeah, he has, and I think that's probably why the bookies have gone for him here, and he's in form at the moment, so that's probably why they've done that.
Fallon Sherrick comes here fresh off the women's match play as well, with some new equipment, and run Bo Greaves very, very close in the final, so surprised to see her at 16-1?
Yeah, I am a little bit, but like you say, she played brilliant at the match play, and for me, she was the player of the tournament. She was the most consistent. It was Bo that managed to get over the line, but yeah, I am surprised at the 16-1 on that.
Well, consistency will go far over the next couple of nights, that's for sure. And Simon Whitlock would like to be consistent, like he has been in Group Bs before, but this is double trouble, where you've got double the jeopardy. So we caught up with Simon Whitlock ahead of action tonight because we wanted to see how he was feeling. Simon, welcome to Double Trouble. This is a format you're very well versed in. Are you looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it, yeah. Yeah, what can I say? I love doubles, practice doubles, so yeah, hopefully I'll do all right.
Do I dare ask what double you're going to start on tonight? Because you've kept the cameras guessing over the years.
It'll probably be 16 to start with.
I like that you said probably. You played in 11 Grand Prix, you made the final, so does that experience come with any pressure this week?
I'm not sure about pressure. I mean, I'm just going to go into it looking like I'm just going to have a bit of fun, and I'll try my hardest, of course, but I'm not going to pressure myself.
I know it's a different format this week, but is this where your preparation for the ANZ Premier League begins?
It's probably started a bit earlier, but I've been a bit hampered the last week with a foot injury, so I haven't been able to hit the board for a week. So this is sort of, the next step to warming up for that.
It's quite warm here on the south coast of England as well. Does this give you memories of playing in places like Ballarat and up in Queensland and New South Wales?
Yeah, absolutely. Even Blackpool as well. Like, that's pretty hot there.
Does that give you a bit of an advantage this week then?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We wish you all the best, Simon. Play well.
Yeah, cheers, Paul. Thank you.
Okay, then, led the reigning ANZ Premier League champion. We'll be looking to defend that title in the coming months. And pretty much his preparation for that has already started. But the 54-year-old who now lives in Switzerland, representing Northern Ireland, this is usually where his week starts to ramp up a little bit. Sometimes when he's in Group A, he doesn't play his best stuff. He figures out what's working, what isn't, and then he moves on and usually succeeds. Legendary players, legendary referees, and legends in the commentary box. Well, there's one, and she's sitting right next to me.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction.
Well, one thing is for sure.
32.
Simon has decided to stick with the idea of starting on double 16. And Neil Duff is sticking to tops. That tells us one thing right off the bat, Trina.
100.
Neil Duff can get a 9-darter. Simon Whitlock can't if he starts on 32.
Well, it's about winning the match, isn't it?
100.
Not necessarily getting the 9-darter. So that's what they'll be thinking first and foremost. But yeah, you were right. You were saying earlier about
60.
Neil Duff. He is a slow starter, isn't he? And this is where he comes to produce his best darts, when he's had a few days on the stage and putting in the match practice. Then really, he does tend to show his best at this time of the week.
Yeah, this is definitely the time to kick in.
54.
But if you're someone like Whitlock who has not played the previous 3 days, you don't have that running start. You've got to get off to a hot start immediately, and Simon's done that before in Group B.
61.
There's another thing. There's two ways of looking at that. There's, you can think of Whitlock having fresh legs then coming into it,
100.
or you could think of Duff having 3 days of practice then coming into it. So, which is going to be the best? It's,
58.
We'll wait and see who benefits the best.
Yeah, 20 games in Group B over the next 2 nights will give us a very, very strong indication of who will
100.
succeed
Simon Car,
in making Saturday night. Now, Whitlock is not going to go 3 bulls. He has in the past. We know that Duff is going to go for treble 17.
60. Neil Lucar, 87.
Well, unless he's been watching Luke Littler a lot. But he sticks to traditional methods. And that is a very good start for Neil, because that 17 darter is a breaker throw.
Second leg, Neil to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, great start for Duff. Off with the first start.
80.
Yeah, in this format, if you're getting off in your first visit, that's good. If you're getting off in your first 2 darts,
51.
that's a little bit better than good. If you're constantly getting off with your first shot, you're going to put yourself in some really good positions.
Yeah, we had a lot of that this afternoon where players were getting off.
100.
There was one match that Rob Thornton got off with first start every leg.
115.
He duly won it.
I think there are 2 different types of strong double start players. People who get off quickly, and people who can do that. People who can chase even if you don't have a great start. That's one of the reasons why Dave Chisnell has been an amazing double start player over the years. Not necessarily the best starter, but the best chaser.
Well, it's Duff to a finish to start off with. It's just the wrong side of the wire for the treble 18. Would have left himself double 18.
Yeah, just a gentle reminder to everybody tuning in for the first time as well. It is a little bit different in double trouble. It's best
59.
of 5 legs,
Lucar, 60.
not best of 7. So if you get off to a 2-0 start, you're on Dream Street.
20.
Not quite. He's not particularly pleased. But look on the bright side, Neil. You are coming back.
140.
Bit of pressure.
40.
But he does have 3 in hand at tops.
Getting shot on the second leg.
Only
Neil
needs
Duff.
the 2.
Third leg,
It's
Simon
2-0 up.
first. Game on.
I think this is a very strong start from Duff. This kind of level, yes.
No score.
Only 2 legs in, but this is the kind of level, if you can maintain this, you might as well just get your invitation up for Saturday already.
Yeah. It is maintaining that, and again he's off with
60.
the second dart on the first visit.
Yeah, when Whitlock is not off at all, and he's using double 15 as a cover.
30.
Well, he does find it in the end with dart 6.
I did play Simon Whitlock in his World Grand Prix debut.
140.
It went rather well for him, not for me. But one thing he did do back in 2010,
38.
he confused everybody with the production because he said he was going to go for one area of the board to start, and he went to a completely different area just for giggles.
100.
But he stuck to a plan A in this format so far, which is double 16. Traditionally, if you're a double 16 starter, your cover is double 19. So he's got his own way of doing things.
Yeah, we saw Keegan Brown go for that on a couple of occasions today.
36.
Starting off on the 16s, and when he didn't, then he'd go for the 19s.
Yeah, it's a small adjustment, isn't it? And one thing that Whitlock has got to do,
140.
he's got to adjust when it comes to approach and finish, because if he doesn't get a move on, he's going to lose this game. Duff is 2-0 up. He's now on a finish after 15
58.
darts, and he is not happy bunny.
56.
Well, this has to go for Whitlock, doesn't it? To be assured of getting through, but it's not going to go. He can leave
81.
it handy.
Neil the car,
Finds a 1 with his last start. 107 then for Duff for the match.
Match start it is at tops.
67. Samuel Carr, 75.
Well, I don't think he was looking for help there. I think he was just signalling. That was a bit high, wasn't it? This needs to go to keep the match alive. Well, that's a bit
Finish
different.
on the third leg, Sam and Whitlock.
Chalk that one up to one from the playbook.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Fourth leg,
My
Neil
eyes
go
went in a
first. Game
totally
on.
different direction to that.
Told you, he's got some tricks. He's not called the wizard for nothing. Oh, that's double 5.
30.
That'll do. He's still perfect in starting in his own first visit.
Exactly. Can Whitlock find the double 16? He does with
32.
his third dart.
That first visit from Duff, it confirms something. Some people might say, well, why don't you start on the bullseye? It's worth more than any other
95.
double. If you go for tops, you can actually start on double 1 and double 5. If you miss the bull, you're getting nothing.
180.
Exactly. Well, Whitlock finds the first maximum of tonight's play.
41.
Well, just imagine if Whitlock were to win this game, bearing in mind that Duff has already had a shot at tops to win it.
121.
It's not often you see Simon on a bogey number, but that wasn't a calculating error, that was an execution error.
100.
We're looking to set things up here. Whitlock to put him in a position to level on his
58.
next visit.
He's not really on safety street here, Whitlock. He's only 2 trebles in front. Duff's got to get to a finish here. Good job.
140. Sam
Great
Ricard,
job, in fact.
110.
Yeah, applied pressure to this 110. And it's not going to go. 103 left. All he can do is set it up and hope that Duff doesn't take out the 95.
I notice how you didn't
78.
say where he was going to go
No,
there,
I didn't.
Trina. I don't think anybody was going to dare. Well, does Duff dare on double 19? He most
showing him
definitely
outfield
does. And he deserved to win that game because he was the person starting consistently. He maybe wasn't finishing to the tune that he would like, but getting a 3-1 victory over the most experienced double start shooter in this group, he'll be very happy with a 3-1 win and his first 2 points of the group. Thank you for joining us once again here at the Modus Super Series. It's Double Trouble 5 week. And there was a little bit of trouble for Simon Whitlock in his first game in this group because he only had one dart at a double to finish. Plenty of darts to start. But now we start the charge of Andreas Harrison in his second group of the week. The Swede, who is one of the leading lights of Scandinavian darts, will be up against the Queen of the Palace, the sole female player here this week. She is special. She is a 4-time finalist at the Women's World Match Play and a 1-time champion. But Andreas Harrison, he's won pretty much everything here, apart from international pairs. See, there's always someone who thinks they're the GOAT, but all of them have got at least one thing missing. Nobody's won everything. And this week, Andreas Harrison wants to be the first player to win this tournament twice. He's got people in his way, like Thornton, like West, and Duff. But over the next couple of nights, he could give himself the chance of a second double trouble. But Trina, what about the opportunity for Fallon now? She could be the first female winner of this week, especially when she's starting like this.
112.
Yeah, brilliant start for Fallon. Well, she comes here in form off the back of the final of the women's match play.
Uh-oh.
No score.
Andreas thought it was in, and it wasn't.
Well, mistake by Andreas. But,
60.
yeah, Fallon comes off the back of the match play, and she played very well in that. So she's in form. She's been playing well on the PDC circuit as well. So
no score.
She has regained her form. She's openly admitted that she went off the boil for a little while.
She's human.
Exactly.
It happens to everyone. But the one thing we noticed
83.
on Sunday when she was playing at Blackpool, it wasn't just the way the darts were landing, returning to her form.
105.
It was that steely focus was back.
Yeah, she was completely focused, wasn't she?
100.
You could play poker against her and lost quite convincingly.
Yeah, fair to say I wouldn't play poker against either
85.
of these guys.
Following the car, 146.
You get as much emotion out of Andreas as you would as, a bottle of vinegar. Oh, this is very steady stuff from Sherrick at the start.
60.
She was first in the building tonight. Signal of intent, I think.
Indeed. Well, she's left herself 86 after 15 here. In
26.
control of this leg.
Following the car, 86.
So 18s will be the target. Double 16 to take the first leg of this match.
54.
That's just wide of the target, but she has plenty of time.
I think it's really interesting that she's decided to start on double 16 instead of double 18. This
40.
particular bed
Following the car, 32.
might give us all the information as to how good the form is.
Getting on the first
That
leg,
is a very
Fallon
decent
Sherrick.
start for Fallon. Took full advantage of a
Second leg,
Harrison
Andreas
slow
through
start
first. Game
on the open, as our colleague John Part would say.
Well, this time, Harrison away, first start in this second leg.
120.
She's going to persevere with 32, and she's going to use the southern route, which is something that some great players have done
108.
over the years. It wasn't really a thing until around about 2010, when people started using something other than double top and double 18. That used to be the only route
57.
that people would utilize at the start of double start play.
Well, that double 16 is proving to be very profitable for Fallon
100.
Sherrick. She's got off with the first dart in both legs so far.
And keep that going. She's going to have a very good night.
60.
I was a little bit stubborn on the 60 there from Andreas. He really should have switched after the first two darts were high. And Sherrick's coming in, and this should be a max.
120.
A little bit on the move there, wasn't she?
Yeah, it was sitting perfectly, wasn't it, to take on another one, but yeah, just moved with the last dart a little
94.
bit. Pulled it into the one. Harrison leaves himself the big fish when he returns. And Fallon looking to find a ton at least, and does so.
Andres Zakar, 170.
There's big pressure on this now. Pressure's off. Because when you can't take it, all you can do is get as much as you can
Fallon Zakar,
and
72.
hope that you come back. This is old school. There's plenty of room to the left.
52. Andres Zakar,
Not
112.
quite there. Harrison, a chance for the 112.
Not quite. Trying to leave tops.
56.
So obviously that's his
Fallon Zakar,
preferred
20.
route to start and finish. Well,
Each
that's
on the
preferred
second
as
leg,
well.
Fallon Sherrick.
2-0 Sherrick. And not looking back.
Third leg Fallon to through first.
It's
Game on.
brilliant from Fallon.
One thing's for sure.
52.
She looks in pretty good form. It's not just the focus, but we've talked about the form as well. The equipment is a big factor
57.
here. We know that she's with a new manufacturer now. She was with an old one from Japan for many, many years.
Yeah.
Now that she's got a new dart in her hand, which is not that different to her old
80.
dart, they look more balanced. And I think she trusts these darts. They've got new points as well. And that is one thing that she was really struggling with for a few years.
100.
The darts were sitting in the board and they were flopping and going downwards. That is not happening with these.
And she's using the Swiss points as well, isn't she? And she finds a maximum there.
180.
Perfect from Fallon Sherrick.
Yeah, this is a rather good performance. They always say
100.
if you're playing well in double start, if you want to compare that to a usual straight start game, add 10 to the average. I'm not sure how accurate that is, actually.
97.
But if we were to do so with Fallon, this would be close to 100.
Yeah, I mean, she's left 92 after 12 here. And
180.
Harrison's having to work
Fallon
hard for
92.
this.
Match point. That's the only bull she might need in this whole game. Oh,
57.
well,
Andres
she didn't
Zakar,
like it very much.
64.
I can understand why.
Well, here's an opportunity for Harrison. 88. And he does
Gains
take
on the
out the
third leg,
64
Andres
to
Harrison.
close the gap on Fallon Sherrick.
Fourth leg, Andres to through first.
Break of throw
Game
as
on.
well.
It doesn't matter whether it's double start or not. The fact that it's best of 5 and not best of 7 means that if
60.
you're 2-0 up, you are far from safe. Anybody in this 12-player field this week is capable of rattling off 3 straight legs.
36.
Change in direction. And again, gets off within the first visit. Dart number 3 there.
Did you play much in the way of double start darts, Trina, in your career?
I have played this the last time here, and I really enjoyed it, actually. But
15.
no, not really. Only when I first started playing. It was a double in, double out league that I played in.
Do you think,
59.
I'm not talking about things too generally, but do you think enough people play double start darts? Because when we come to double trouble, we seem to ask that question every time.
121.
Well, I think it's played more in your local pub leagues rather than you don't see it, do you, on the professional scene then, if you like.
100.
Yeah, if you want to be a great dart player, don't just be a 501 king or queen. You want to be good at multiple disciplines.
162.
Well, that's good in any language or any discipline. We might have a very close game on our hands all of a sudden. after Sherrick was 36 points away from winning 3-0.
98. Andres Ricard, 143.
143 then for Harrison. It's not going to go.
40.
Oh, and a massive deflection there.
That could have a big bearing on this leg. Instead of being on 43 or 83, he's sitting on a 3-darter with Sherrick
140.
better off.
Andres Ricard, 103.
Yeah, that could make all the difference. 84 left.
I'm going
Sherrick.
to be really fascinated to see which way she goes for this.
It's double 8 then. It's a slight slip. That wasn't intended, but she'll settle for double 8 if she can get it.
52.
She's just a wire away.
Andres Ricard,
That's
67.
twice now. On the double 18, she pulled the dart left. On the approach to that match dart, she pulled it left.
27.
Now it's an
Following
open
the car,
goal.
16.
A double she likes for a 3-1 victory to get off to a winning start. It's not easy. But it's never easy crossing the line.
Andres Ricard,
Put it on the
40.
inside, and this a chance now for Harrison to level and take us to a deciding leg, and he
Getting
does
on the
so.
fourth leg, Andres
Pins it with his
Harrison.
first start.
Fifth and final leg,
Yeah, I think
Fallon
that was a
deserves first.
reluctant
Game on.
fist bump there from Sherrick. One that she didn't want to give.
Yeah, well, she knows that she should have had this 3-0. She does get away with the first dart
108.
again.
You don't want to be that person going back to the practice room as well. I could have won that 3-0. Could have won it 3-1. She could win it 3-2, but she can also lose it 3-2.
Well, Harrison doesn't get away on that occasion, so Fallon will be looking to pound that treble 20 bed to try and
100.
increase her lead. She finds a ton.
Perseverance pays off.
60.
He's got some catching up to do. He's a good 2 trebles behind. Fallon trying to make it 3 or 4.
100.
3's good enough right now.
$100.
I'm not sure that's enough.
Well, it's a good find with the last start, but as you say, is it enough?
60.
Well, that's unlucky.
I tell you what, the proximity of those darts together, that is not the score she wanted, but it's still encouraging that she's getting them so close together.
125.
Yeah, the
Following the car,
precision's good, isn't it?
133.
It's just a tad too high. 133 will not go. So looking to set it up. 19 should be the shot.
59.
This is getting quite perilous if Harrison can 140 this.
$100.
Okay,
Following the car,
so Sherrick gets
74.
another chance. This is just to get over the line. No hesitation. It's all about double 12. And she does
Game shot on the
win
match,
by 3
fine,
legs to
Sherrick.
2 in the end. Like we said, she could have won 3-0. She could have won 3-1. But in the end, she just about, because of a really brilliant start in the final leg, was able to win by the odd leg. So it is a first win for Sherrick and a first defeat in Group B for Andreas. Yeah, good start for Fallon Sherrick before the break as she took out Andreas Harrison by 3 legs to 2. That could have been quite perilous, but she was able to get over the line with her 6th match dart. It's all getting very green on the stage, isn't it? Because Simon Whitlock is playing in our 3rd game. It's his 2nd game of the night. He lost 3-1 to Neil Duff earlier, but it is a welcome to this man from Carlow. Steve Lennon, who's been playing some really good stuff of late, up against Whitlock, who has a hometown of Hornsby, but is resident very close to the Modus Super Series studio. So he can sleep in his own bed tonight. Safe to say that Steve Lennon will not be, because the commute is somewhat over water. He's decided not to wear his Scuba Steve shirt either. He's gone full golf shirt style. Has
Like Steve to
Scuba
first.
Steve? Well, let's see what he can do at double start, because he does have a little bit of previous World Grand Prix experience. He played in the 2018 championship and lost to a certain other person in green.
32.
We are, of course, referring to Michael van Gerwen. And that's the only evidence we have of Lennon playing this format.
72.
But is he at a disadvantage in this 3rd game, Trina? Because Whitlock's already had a game on the stage.
Well, could well be, couldn't he? And I know that
140.
Steve has had a bit of a trek of a journey to get here tonight. He's was playing in Hildesheim, obviously, yesterday
60.
in the Pro Tour. And I was talking to him earlier, and he's had a horrendous journey back. So he only arrived 4 hours ago.
140.
Back into the UK, into Heathrow. So he's had a bit of a rush to get here.
Oh, the life of a dart player. You can't beat it.
Oh, it's all bliss. Did nobody know?
Oh, it's all sunshine and roses and airports and getting from the airport to the next venue in the next 2 hours. It's actually quite stressful at times.
49.
But fair play to Steve for making it. And now that he's here, he can focus on something else that's stressful. Winning.
100.
He's first
Supercar,
to finish in this
140.
first leg. 140 required. .62 left.
108.
Perfect setup play. Leaves 32 when he returns.
That was quite an aggressive route from 140. If you start 18s,
134. Supercar 32.
a lot of people bring in the bullseye with dart 2, but Lennon decided not to do that. Lower half.
No score.
Had to go for it.
58.
Whitlock's got his chance to break.
Yeah, looking at 58. 2 in hand at tops. Well, he's hit the double 19 already, and he done it again.
Being shown the first leg, Simon Whitlock.
That wasn't planned, but it worked
Second leg,
anyway.
Simon for the first. Game
Double
on.
19 is the only double he's hit tonight to finish legs. That's his 2nd leg win, and both on double 19. Now, if he tells us here that double 1 was on purpose, I'm not going to believe him.
No score.
Well, I don't think he will. He doesn't find the double 19 on that occasion to get away.
Well, Lennon does get away.
52.
Interesting that both players are utilising double 16 as their primary target.
Whitlock gets away with dart number
58.
4.
Now, Whitlock did make the final of the World Grand Prix in Steve's home country back in 2017.
140.
Losing to eventual champion Daryl Gurney. I think Simon has got one of the most iconic
60.
last legs in double start darts in all of darting history against Alan Norris. Imagine being in a one-leg
59.
shootout in a best-of-5 set game where you can finish on a 10-darter double start.
140.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
I don't recall off the top of my head just how many darts in a perfect sense that he finished that game with. It might
100.
have been something like 15 or so. It was a big setup, a big finish, then a
43.
10-darter.
Supercar 150.
Quite incredible.
Well, it's Lennon here. That is first to a finish.
98.
It's a great last start to leave 52. Whitlock looking to apply some pressure.
140.
Finds a 140.
Supercar 52.
It's 52 for Lennon. Double 16.
Being shown the second
Double
leg, Steve
16
Lennon.
is found to level the match at 1 apiece.
Third leg, Steve to throw first. Game on.
I tell you what, Trina, he is really zipping around the stage.
I've noticed his pace has picked up somewhat, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has.
No score.
That, to me, looks like a sign of confidence.
Yes, and perhaps that's the way he's been approaching these tournaments that he's been winning. Perhaps this is the new kind
51.
of regime then, and the new rhythm that Steve Lennon has taken on board to give him that success.
Well, it's been a really interesting year for Steve.
32.
As he gets off again. And this is going to be a very competitive third leg with both in the same vicinity. However, Whitlock is slightly better off after 6. So he's got the throw in like 3 for now. But our colleague Matthew Edgar talked at the start of 2026 and said
60.
Steve Lennon's going to have a good year at this level. I concurred with him 100%. It has taken some time. His first match
78.
cluster here, he didn't even make Saturday. That surprised a lot of people. But of late, ADC darts in Ireland, ADC
70.
darts in the UK, the form has returned and the confidence is starting to come back.
84.
Well, it's a good last start from Whitlock. Leaves 148 after 12.
97. Simon Carr 148.
It's not going to go on this occasion.
Notice how we didn't
96.
speculate where he was going to start on that one.
No.
I was trying to figure out how he was going to leave double 19. You can do that. 60 bull double 19. Nothing's off the
99.
table.
Simon Carr 52.
But this should be a bit more textbook.
It's double 16 to take the lead. And for another break of throw,
44.
he can't find the double
Simon
8
Carr
though.
143.
Opens the door for Lennon. And this would be for a hold. Treble 17. Just high of the target.
102. Simon Carr 8.
Break of throw.
Getting shown the third
And a
leg.
2-1
Simon
lead. The
Whitlock.
first time tonight he's grasped 2 legs. This is a good sign
Fourth
for
leg,
Simon.
to throw first. Game on.
But one thing Steve Lennon is very well versed in this week. You mentioned that he's played in Hildesheim at Players' Championships. His first win of the week was 6-5 against Mensa Sulevic.
50.
So give him a slightly awkward game. He can win by the odd leg. He's going to need all of his good qualities here to get through this one.
As you say, it seems like he's playing with a lot of confidence and with the
35.
speed, and it seems to suit. And both players getting off there with their second dart in this leg.
100.
One thing that always grabs my attention is what is Simon using this week? Because that dart is not even
99.
his. When he first started using this particular barrel, they belonged to Gordon Mathers. And he liked them so much he started using them.
140.
Yeah, he is one to tinker with the darts, isn't he? And shafts and stems and flights.
180.
There's Lennon finds a maximum.
I'll tell you what, Lennon in the background there is looking like
58.
someone who's about to grace the boxing ring. He looks so focused. Looks like he's ready to go to war on the dartboard.
125.
Well, whatever he's
Simon Carr
doing.
153.
It's working. Well, it's 153 for Whitlock. It won't go. So Lennon will return for 62
95.
to try and take us to a deciding leg.
Well, I don't know if this is a sign, but Whitlock did get a 58 checkout earlier, so hit this, Steve. Otherwise, you're going to lose. Very well done.
Steve Lennon.
We go the distance for the second consecutive game.
For the final leg, Steve to throw first. Game on.
Look at Whitlock right there. He's thinking, I've got that 58 again. I'm going to take you out. And then all of a sudden, he gets clipped.
36.
I think that's the second time tonight we've seen somebody start on a double that isn't what they wanted, but they'll take it. Oh, and it's happened again.
And just as you said that,
134.
he finds double 7.
What is it they say? They all count.
Yes.
97.
Well, for anybody who is just tuning in, this is double start darts, but it's double of choice start darts. There is another format called nominated double start
80.
darts, predominantly done in the northeast of England and some places in the northwest, where the double is chosen for you, and both players would have to start on
58.
the same one. But in that format, you don't start on the bull. It's anything on the outer ring. Well, Simon doesn't want to go downstairs, but he's
134.
forced into it because he didn't like the lie of the first dart.
Well, he has left to finish, though. 153. Lennon got some ground to cover on this leg.
140.
Does find the
Summer Car
140.
153.
Leaves the 170.
We are skirmishing to the death. The closest game we've had tonight.
121.
If Lennon takes this out,
Steve Carr 170.
Whitlock will feel like he's had something stolen from him.
78. Summer Car 32.
3 in hand then at double 16 for Whitlock. Double 8. Double 8
on the
is
mat, Simon
found
Whitlock.
with his second dart to take the victory over Steve Lennon by 3 legs to 2. It was a great game between the both. And there is the averages there. Coming up after the break, we have Neil Duff and Fallon Sherritt.
17, which he gets. Bullseye for the win. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, you just know. Bang on cue. Come on, it's fishy time. One more. This will be amazing.
Is it double top? Double 12.
As the champion, it's match start. You will get a match start at the bottom. There it is.
The time is now.
A new champion will rise.
These are nights as dart players you absolutely dream of.
Jack Drayton!
Just 5 days ago, we crowned our Series 14 champion. It was about time for Derek Coulson. And on Monday morning, we start all over again, but with the final series of the year. And if you can win that one, you can have yourself a wonderful run up to Christmas. We are going to welcome Darren Beveridge back to the Live Lounge, a great Scottish player, as well as big names like Matt Clark, Mark Dudbridge. Mason Whitlock is going to join us because unfortunately Jason Heaver is not able to play next week. But Richie Parkin, a former weekly finalist, back in the building for the first time in about 3 years. It'll be good to see him as well, but that is from Monday morning. As for right now, we've got match number 4. And it's going to be the kind of match we can really get our teeth into because these two have already started with a win. So somebody is about to get up to 4 points in the table. And maybe in a Group B situation, you can classify that as halfway to success. I say that tentatively because some people who have yielded 8 points from 2 nights in Group B have been eliminated before. But I think if you get to 8 points in this group, you're more likely to be safe than eliminated come the early hours of Saturday morning.
First
Duff
leg nailed it through
beat
first.
Whitlock in his first game by
on.
3 legs to 1. And Sherrick just about got over the line against our leading Swede, Andreas Harrison. So, who holds the cards in this one, Trina?
It'll be interesting to see, won't it? I mean, Fallon played really well in her first match. Duff fails to get away with his first visit. Fallon away, first dart.
112.
Interesting. So she gets away with 32 and then does not go to the 19s this time. She's decided to go for the treble 20 instead. That's a change of tactic. So the maximum start, if you do that route, is 152. Downstairs, if you stay there, it's 146.
60.
Both players off and running.
100.
Well, Neil does live in Switzerland now, and Fallon's had a great deal of success in Switzerland in her career.
41.
Won the Swiss Open. I don't even have to look at my database, Trina. I'm sure you've won the Swiss Open at least 5 times.
45.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Well, one thing Fallon has done is she's done the double in the same year.
58.
Which is a very impressive thing to do. But as for the right now, she wants to be first to a finish. That's not up to her, though.
95.
It is Duff that manages to take that spot. Fallon here.
140.
I was going to say looking for at least a ton, but she finds a 140. Puts pressure on this 158. Needs to stay there to find another. Does so. Double 19 for a 158.
120. Fallon
Right
Ducan, 90.
on the wire. Sherrick has a pop at 90.
Does stay straight for a shot at the centre.
65.
Super close.
38.
But no change in reaction there, even when she misses.
One in hand.
Getting shot on the first leg. Nailed off.
Finds it with the last.
It's almost like he was climbing a very small ladder. He misses by a certain margin, then he goes northeast, and then northeast again to get the first leg. And Sherrick is off to the same start as the last leg.
First start.
And the chase is on.
First start for Duff as well.
80.
Now, you know what I'm like, Trina. Nothing escapes me when it comes to this sport. I look at every facet of someone's preparation and whatever they do on stage. I'm always keen to see why they're doing it. You've spent a bit of time with Fallon over the last couple of years at the Women's Series.
Yep.
And she's been wearing very, very comfortable trainers. I've noticed that she's back to the flats, which she used to insist on when she was winning World Championship matches in 2019. 59. I wonder why that is.
That's a good point.
I'll
ask her next time.
Yeah, I don't think Neil's going to be wearing shoes like that anytime soon. He's doing a rather good job in this leg, averaging 100.
I think he'd wear his flip-flops if he could. Fallon has left 150. When she returns.
60. Fallon your car, 150.
She could be double 18 here, but has decided on treble 21st on 150, which is
60.
Not really the most popular route anymore.
Treble 18.
81.
Well, that's the second time he's done that at a 141. That's known as the John Lowe route. This is Sherrick on 90 again, and it's the bull again.
65. Neil Ducar,
Just
60.
high off the target. And now Duff looking at 60 for leg number 2.
40.
Well, he's pulled it inside.
25.
So opportunity now for Fallon.
What a chance. And taken as well. That's a beautiful double 8 for 1-1.
Smack bang in the middle, wasn't it?
I'd like Neil to throw first. Game on.
I ran into Fallon about a week ago, just ahead of the women's match play. And the first thing that struck me was how she looked. She looks as if she's got something back. A little bit of brightness.
I think she's full of confidence at the moment. And again, she leads off with the first start, backs it up with 2 treble 20s.
Well, that is incredible starting in this game.
112,
152.
$58.
I think what you'll see as well that because she's enjoying it again. She had that little bit of a blip then, or a little bit of a lull, as every dart player does.
134.
Not quite finding her best form, and now she's finding it. She's enjoying it again, and that's what happens. You have to learn to be able to
100.
Play through your not so good times, and just do the best you can.
I'm convinced that a new dart in her hand is having
60.
big effects. And I think new points, this renewed balance and integrity through the air that she has, it's almost as if she'll feel like she's throwing it
60.
like 2020 again.
She'll feel unstoppable. She will.
Yeah, but Neil could stop her. And has decided not to go for the single here.
84.
So he's decided to roll the dice. Turns out he was right.
91.
But she set it up.
40.
Double 10 then for Neil.
30.
And he's on the inside. And that could cost him tops for Sherrick. Double 10. And he's found with the final dart in hand to break throw and to lead by 2 legs to 1.
Well, that was a snake eyes leg for Neil. He rolled the dice, But it was Sherrick who came up big.
52.
That's her worst start of this match.
Yeah, every leg so far. Other than that, she's got in with her first start.
No score.
Oh, that is going to make Neil very, very angry. He has pushed that wire from both sides.
Look at Sherritt, straight in the treble 20 bed, making the most of that mistake
140.
from Duff. But he is off on this visit.
160.
Oh, and how?
Now with a 160 to start.
$99.
What a wonderful game of darts this is. A great advertisement for the diversity of this sport. Age, experience, gender.
180.
It counts for nothing. When brilliance collides, it's all about talent.
100. Neil the car.
161 then for Duff.
He doesn't get his chance at the ball, but
97.
Sherritt will get her chance
110.
for 2 wins from 2. The chance is right there. Double 18.
92.
Surprised to see her miss it by that much.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with it, was she? Duff gets the chance to take us all the way. Double 16.
48.
And it's not found.
Following the car, 18.
He's not been down there very much. And Sherrick
Game
doesn't
shot on the
need
mat,
anything
Fallon
more.
Sherrick.
It's a 3-1 victory for the Queen of the Palace. And as far as starts are concerned, this is excellent from her. And it was the starting in that game that gave us so many opportunities. 8 darts at a double, 3 hits in a very good game. Won by 3 legs to 1.
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series here live on Pluto TV. Before the break, we seen Palin Sharrock take a 3-1 victory over Neil Duff to secure her second win out of 2 this evening. And now we have Andreas Harrison and Steve Lennon taken to the stage.
Yeah, Andreas Harrison was Fallon's first victim tonight. Steve Lennon really was embroiled
Andreas to throw first.
in a very good game with Simon Whitlock in Game 3. We have our first awkward handshake between Ireland and Sweden. How long do we have to wait for our first double in, I wonder?
No score.
A little bit longer.
Well, not the first visit for Harrison. It is the first dart for Lennon.
72.
Commonly known as Len to his peers. Very creative. As far as Andreas is concerned, because he's so big
57.
and imposing, we just call him Sir. But he's a big, cuddly bear. But Steve is staring through
100.
that board like he's got some sort of vendetta against it.
Yeah, he looks very focused, doesn't he?
I was speaking to Andreas a little bit earlier tonight.
82.
And I said, "You doing okay?" And he said, "I'm warm." Here on the south coast of the UK, it is very, very hot. Has been for about 6 weeks now. But for someone who lives in Northern Europe, I'm sure this is feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But the good thing is, when he's on the stage and it's warm, that'll be more
85.
familiar. Because he's been on big stages in the past. And he knows this stage about as well as anybody.
Yeah, has a pretty good record here, doesn't
60.
he, Andreas? So, as you say, it is familiar to him.
He's not in a good position in this first leg.
29.
Because Lennon, who had a really good start, has maintained a pretty good lead throughout. And even if he'd found that treble 20,
57.
he didn't need to go for the bull.
No, just sets it up. Leaves 72 when he returns. Harrison looking at 177. Looking to apply some pressure. Needs to find a treble, though.
60.
And doesn't.
72.
So 72 for Lennon. Double 12. Now double 6. Double 6 is found.
Show the first leg, Steve
Break
Lennon.
the throw of Harrison.
Second leg,
and
Steve
he
to throw
leads by
first.
1 leg
Game
to
on.
0.
Whoever loses this game is going to be the only person not to have won tonight. So this
No
game
score.
does come with its own pressures.
Steve not getting away on his first visit.
He's going to have to switch.
No score.
Well, he does so, but still doesn't get away.
I'm already seeing a great deal of sharpness in
112.
double start darts from Lennon. His starting against Whitlock was pretty good. Here, equally good, if not slightly better.
No score.
And Harrison's got problems.
Yeah, still not away after a second visit.
The thing that makes me laugh about this format, it's not that 180 from Lennon. We've had our fair share of 180s tonight, but nobody has got more than one in a match so far.
80.
But a lot of people think that the first round of the World Grand Prix every October is a brutal format because it's only best of 3 sets. Well, each game that we've got for you tonight
134.
and this week is best of 1 set.
Yeah, even more demanding. Lennon here is left 75 after 12.
77.
Potential
Steve
2
McGann,
darter here.
75.
Could be a 14 dart leg. Well, can he make it a 15? His tops.
35.
That is more than okay. If you're going to miss that shot, leave 40.
Well, plenty of time anyway.
Steve car 40.
But it is tops for Lennon. This for a 2-0 lead. Double 10.
20.
Well, it's not found.
I know I've just said that leaving 40 was not exactly a bad play, but not taking it out doesn't really instill confidence for when your opponent is trying to bear down on you. So get rid of this, make it 2-0 and move on. That's the plan anyway. Plan executed. Maybe a little bit longer than planned, but
to throw first. Game on.
he'll be okay as long as he's got the 2 and Harrison's got nothing. This is one of those games that is very, very troublesome. And you can see right there, as soon as he hits tops, with that dart hanging down, he can't go for the treble 20 because he's going to hit the flight on the way through. He has to move downstairs.
32.
Yeah, indeed. Has to switch. Lennon away on the first visit as well with dart number 3.
54.
I think the key to this sport, it doesn't matter whether it's straight start or double start, you've got to play the game in a correct fashion for the way that you play the game. Harrison is doing that.
140.
Switching down with dart 3 was a very smart move. One thing that Luke Littler did in the last few days is he showed the world that he will play the game the way he sees fit. It doesn't mean that everybody else has to follow suit. You've got to do what's good for you.
99.
So if you've got 66 left, you don't have to go treble 12, double 15. Do what makes sense for the way that you play the game.
140.
And that makes sense for Harrison because he's in deep trouble here.
Lennon back in that treble 20 bed. Finds a 140 himself to leave 90. Really is piling the pressure on here.
One thing we have figured out tonight is that
60.
An 81 average can do a lot of damage. And that's what Lennon is doing. The damage could be maximum damage. Okay, double 5.
80. Andreas Shakar, 150.
Accidental doubles wherever we look tonight. Notice this time he wasn't going for 3 bullseyes, but if he was on a 9-darter, he probably would have tried it.
65.
So double 5 then for Lennon to wrap this all up.
He
pins it with his first dart. A convincing win there for Steve Lennon over Andreas Harrison. 3-0 victory. And when we come back after the break, it's Simon Whitlock and Fallon Sharrett.
Well, if you're just joining us, you're missing a real treat here this evening because everybody's got points apart from Andreas Harrison. He's lost 3-2 to Sherrick, and he's just been nilled by Steve Lennon. So, interesting times in the last hour and a half with 5 games to go. We're going to have Simon Whitlock against Fallon Sherrick in just a second or two, but this is confirmation of our table at the 25% mark, or if you've been watching football over the summer after the first quarter. Yes, I'm sure you hate that remark as much as I do saying it, but Fallon on 4 points after 2 wins out of 2, and Steve Lennon, Duff and Whitlock in pursuit. Andreas Harrison has got a lot to do. But there's no hydration break because we're straight back into it. And England are about to take on Australia as Simon takes a trip. Damn those infernal carpets. Well, Sherrick will be feeling 10 feet tall right now because 2 wins out of 2. And if she can make it 3 out of 3, there's a possibility of a perfect session, just like we saw from Keegan Brown this afternoon. He will be elated at getting 5 wins in that group, which was littered with experience. But now Fallon takes on the experienced campaigner in this format.
She does. And it'll be interesting to see how this starts. Well, he hits the 7-7 with the first start. Gets away.
134.
That's the second time he's done that tonight, where he's gone maximum scoring off the back of a 7-7 start.
Fallon in with her second dart.
92.
It's really interesting that she is utilising the 16 here.
23.
It's been known for years that Fallon's favourite target is 18. But if you look at her World Championship campaign from 2020, where she beat Ted Everts and Mensa Sulevic,
100.
The one double that was mega reliable was 16. That hasn't been the case as much of late.
80.
So if that is returning, as well as the integrity of the throw and the confidence, who knows what's afoot?
139.
Well, this is just brilliant stuff by Sherrick. She's left 170 after 9 darts.
93. Following the car, 170.
Whitlock's done all he could to try and leave a finish. He couldn't get there.
60.
Only a 60 on that occasion. Chance for Whitlock to penalise Fallon.
43.
Unable to do so, though.
110.
She looks at 110.
Oh, that's a wild one.
70.
That's a really good fix in the end, and Whitlock is lumbered on this very tricky looking out. It's getting easier, but that's why it's pesky. Because even if you get the treble, you still need another one.
Tops for Fallon. And it's found with the third dart, third and final dart. Breaker throw from Fallon.
Game on.
She leads 1-0. Away first dart.
She is locked in right now on that 16.
112.
The starts from her are probably the main reason why she's top of this table.
51.
Yeah, she's been convincing, hasn't she?
She was within 2 darts of winning the ladies' match play on Sunday, if it wasn't for a wonderful checkout from Bo Greaves.
100.
She's had a rather good week, hasn't she?
What a brilliant final it was as well. A great display of ladies' darts, and compliments to both players for giving us that superb final.
I've said it once, twice, and I'm going to say it again this week.
41.
There is nothing wrong with throwing like a girl. I said it on Sunday. I'll keep saying it.
134.
Because when you can throw like Fallon, like my esteemed colleague to my left, and like Miss Greaves.
One of them, 40.
There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever.
Well, that 140 there leaves Fallon on 108.
49. Fallon your car, 108.
Sherrick in the background there, stalking Whitlock like a red sparrow as she looks at Shanghai 18s.
72.
Not quite.
Sam your car, 170.
Whitlock has got a chance this time. It just didn't feel likely.
134.
He has
Fallon
applied
car,
pressure.
56.
Leaves the same double 18 as Fallon has.
Getting shown the second
He
leg.
won't get a
Fallon
chance
Sherrick.
at it because Fallon pins it with the second
Like
dart
Simon
and leads
through
by 2
first.
legs to
Game
0.
on.
This is fantastic stuff from Fallon.
Yeah, it really is.
97.
And for someone that hasn't played that much double start stuff, she is
112.
hitting that double 16 and starting like a veteran.
Yeah, she's starting on her first visit every
134.
time. She's started in dart 2 with the first and dart 1 on the second and third leg.
I think the best compliment we can pay her is that she's starting on double 16 and accompanying that with scoring in the same way that you would see from a Pete Mervyn King,
60.
Luke Humphreys, Mike De Decker, people who have made the World Grand Prix final or even won the thing. If you can keep starting this way all the way through to Saturday night,
57.
you've got a brilliant chance of winning this week.
Yeah, exactly what you said. She's backing up her double straight away with finding
96.
the trebles. She's scoring as well as getting in early doors.
Okay, hands up anyone who knows which route Simon's
41.
going to take on
Sam your
114.
car,
I'm not sure he
114.
does yet. Now he does.
That certainly wasn't part of the plan, that treble 3.
92.
Time on his hands here.
It was an argument for
57.
bull
Sam
with the
your
last
car,
start
22.
to get it under 130, but Whitlock has decided to leave double 11. Now it's an even number double.
14. Following the car, 131.
That shot actually does resonate with Simon
91.
Whitlock,
Simon Whitlock,
131.
8.
More in a second if he hits double 4. Oh no,
No
now
score.
he's in
Following the
trouble.
car, 40.
Sorry, this could be 3-0 now to Fallon. She looks at tops. Well,
That has not gone well at all.
20.
She got the
Following
20 out the
8.
way and then completely overcompensated on the adjustment.
Getting shown the
And
third
Whitlock
leg.
does
Simon
mop
Whitlock.
up. He should be mopping his brow.
Fourth leg Fallon to throw
Because
first.
that really should
Game
have been 3-0 to Sherrick.
it should have been. Opportunity missed for Fallon for a 3-0 result there. Again,
52.
she's away in her first visit.
That was all part and parcel of Sunday, wasn't it, at the ladies' match play? She did miss a few match darts here and there,
73.
but she was able to move on very quickly. And just a quick one on that Whitlock previous leg when Fallon was on 131. When Simon was
100.
in the world final in 2010, that was the shot that Phil Taylor took out to beat him. It is now the third biggest
86.
check out to win a PDC World Championship, behind Rob Cross and a certain two-time Modus Super Series champion.
60.
It's not like Simon to leave 3-4-2. You can't leave a finish from there.
42.
Well, can Fallon take advantage of that 42 from Whitlock.
81.
Well, just a slight deflection there puts that last start into the 1 bed.
140.
This is very close. We do see a lot of best of 7 darts here at the Modus Super Series. So to see this slight format change
58.
gives us a little bit of
160.
extra urgency. 160 for 2-2. Stay. Move. Can he hit? Oh, it's canny all right. It's 2-2. It's a wonderful shot from Whitlock.
5th and final leg, Simon to through first. Game on.
There's another one of those reluctant fist bumps from Sherrick. Miraculously, that is the first ton plus checkout tonight. And it is an absolute
89.
worldie.
It is indeed. But again, Fallon away with the very first dart.
72.
She's been that good on the double 16 start. The next time she applies for something and has to put her address on it, she might as well just put D16.
140.
But now she's the chaser.
59.
Yeah, unable to find a treble on that visit.
Yeah, I can get that from Whitlock because if you get the 25, then the 57, you leave 170. But his lead is big. This scoring visit has got to be crushed.
81.
It's not terrible, but it's not good enough to keep pace.
$51.
Whitlock surely should win from this position, but darts is not simple.
$60.
Well, unable to find a treble, and Whitlock has 6 at this should he need it. And he will need the full quota.
88.
Well, if we had time, we'd frame that bullseye. That was right in the middle.
It was smack bang, wasn't it?
59. Summer car,
It
36.
didn't need to be right in the middle, but it gives him a match chance.
And
he only needs 1 dart to get it done. So he will join Sherrick on 4 points. But that was a difficult fixture, considering Simon was 2-0 down and on the verge of losing 3-0. He does win in 5 legs in the end with a really good recovery.
We've had some fantastic action tonight here at the Modus Super Series. Some really close games. You've seen Steve Lennon owning someone on the stage in the shape of Andreas Harrison, winning by 3 legs to 0. And then that 5-leg battle between Whitlock and Sherrick just before the break. So Harrison comes back to the stage to take on someone who we never get sick of in Neil Duff. But this is where things could be very interesting based on what's happened with these two this week. Because every game they've played has been 3-0. I don't think anybody would say that was possible on Monday morning, but come nearly the early hours of Friday morning, that is a fact. So if someone's going to win 3-0 in this one, who's going to be?
80.
Well, Andreas Harrison started off his week with 5 out of 5 on 65. The Monday. Had a disastrous day on the Tuesday, losing 5 out of 5.
140.
Are you one of those subscribers that darts is on the day?
Yeah, I think so. I think you have to think of it like that. You know, you're more consistent sometimes than others, but it is very much on the day. And there is an element of luck.
60.
Yeah, I think Andreas would think that way too, considering what happened on Monday and Tuesday. But the complexity of that situation is that if you play in Group B,
40.
You're actually playing on Thursday night and Friday morning. So you have to somewhat compartmentalise it into it all being Thursday night.
85.
Just don't overthink it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go about it. We've still got 4 more games to go tonight. This one. And then we will turn our attention to Steve Lennon. He'll take on Fallon Sherrick in her final game.
36.
But the attention turns to Duff, who's looking for 96 to leave tops.
58.
Ask and ye shall not receive.
16.
Harrison then, chance to break. Can he put one over the top? He has.
98.
Can't find the double 18 though. 78. Double 18 for double 12.
54.
Some distance away.
18.
Yeah, he's not a happy bunny. He'll be even worse off if Harrison finds this. It's not the worst marker. That's a blocker.
9.
Well,
the other car, 24.
I was aiming for the top end of the bed, surely, but pulls it low. It's double 12 for Duff.
Getting shot the first
double
leg,
12
Neil
is
Duff.
found for Duff to take the first
Second leg.
leg.
Andreas to throw first. Game on.
He's not going to be penalised for hitting the single one there, but it's the same as missing the
40.
board. Do you know about some of these somewhat affectionate nicknames for players in the sport? If you've got a certain surname, you might have yourself an affectionate nickname. For instance, Andreas, you could call him Harrison, couldn't you? Harrison Ford.
Yes.
They call him Ford. You could call Neil Hillary. Hillary Duff.
100.
Okay, I see where you're going.
But we just call him Neil. And he plays such good darts every now and again that we kneel before him.
I don't think he'd appreciate being called Hillary, I have to say.
There's nothing wrong with Hillary. It's a very swanky name.
It is, and it can be a man's or
95.
a lady's name,
Indeed
of course.
it can. Well, Neil's got a look in his eye right now as if to say, you beat me 3-0 twice.
43.
I beat you 3-0 Wednesday. I'm going to even this ledger so we can have a bit of a square off on Friday night to see who gets the spoils.
Yeah, Neil is of the kind of thinking that he will remember that.
85.
he will remember who's beat him and probably what the scoreline was as well.
I think you and I are on the same page when it comes to how Neil behaves.
55.
Those associated things. He is a man of motive.
Two treble visit there for Harrison. Leaves 56. Well in control of this leg. Looking likely
134
to equalise here. It's Tops. And Tops is found.
Leg, Andreas Harrison.
Takes out the 56 in 2 darts and levels
like Neil to throw first.
up at 1 apiece.
Oh, look at that. Perfect start. And you should never scoff at a single one after a tops. As much as it's not ideal, you've got to get that odd number at some point. You may as well just get it out the way.
57.
And 101 is a very good start. Curiously as well, Neil has used quite a few different barrels over
44.
the years he's been coming to Portsmouth. This is a very straight barrel. It's got a bit of intricacy with the grip technology. It's a coated barrel as well. The one dart that he's
100.
used more than any other was an old Joe Cullen dart. But one thing he's doing right now is he's using a straighter barrel instead of something that's got a bit of a dip in the middle.
44.
He was experimenting as well with the tri-flight as well.
I noticed that.
I think that was last week.
Thoughts on using that in Champions Week?
One of them,
well,
40.
it all depends how if he's been practicing with it. Maybe if he's been practicing with it, then he's had some good results. Then, yeah, why not? If you're
180.
if you feel your game needs to have something extra, it's not quite there, then you will tend to tinker with things, won't you? Sometimes I think you can do it too much.
60.
Oh, he's not going to tinker with this
32.
because he's got to go for the bolt. And he's going to have to stay there. And he's going to have to move. Move that leg counter. That is wonderful from Duff. Can't get enough of that wonderful Duff.
Superb.
Game on.
Bullseye, bullseye, double 16 to take out the 132. Excellent.
You don't hit those every day. But when you do,
It's
they
nice.
do feel rather sweet, don't they?
Well, definitely gives you a buzz, doesn't it?
It's almost like a tonic, isn't it? You hit a shot like that and everything's right in the world again. You don't think about the incessant heat that we've been having here in England for the last 6 weeks. You just think about, oh, darts is such a wonderful sport. And then you realise that you haven't won the game yet.
One of them, 40.
Well, he is going the right way about it, though. 140 found there.
$60.
So looking to set this up. Needs at least one treble.
60.
He doesn't find it.
Yeah, he's not happy. Wanted to be on 161 or better after that visit. Harrison might be in his neighbourhood.
100.
Not quite. That's not a bad lie for Neil because he does have this ability to go high and right.
99.
He did find that treble 20 with dart number 2.
It was hard to see from the camera angle that we have here.
43.
But
Neil the car, 102.
he's left 102. Double 16 then for 102 checkout. Brilliant.
Match, Neil Duff.
Follows the 132 with that finish as well, and he takes the win. 3 legs to 1 over Andreas Harrison. Brilliant darts by Neil Duff. Coming up after the break, Fallon Sherrick and then Steve Lennon.
Treble 17, which he gets. Bullseye for the win. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, you just know.
Bang on, Q. Come on, it's fishy time.
One more. This will be amazing.
Is it double top? Double 12.
As the champion, it's match start.
We'll get a match start at the bottom. There it is.
The time is now.
A new champion will rise.
These are nights as dart players you absolutely dream of.
Yeah, Yes, there's only one more series left in 2026. The year is flying by, but when it comes to Monday morning, we will be back and we will start Series 15. And we're going to do so by welcoming back to Group A Paddy Williams from Liverpool, Joe Croft from Essex, and the likes of Johnny Barnes from the northeast of England, Dean Gallagher, and Darren Beveridge. Ice Cold Beveridge is back in the building just in time, Darren. It's very warm. Matt Clark, the former England international, or should we say current England international, will be up against Mark Dudbridge, the 2005 world finalist. And Mason Whitlock will take the place of Jason Heaver in Group C on Thursday and Friday of next week. But that is next Thursday. We are still just about in Thursday of this week in Double Trouble 5. So let's progress with our last 3 games of the slate. Fallon Sherrick has had a pretty good night. 2 wins from 3, but you could argue that it should have been 3 out of 3. So now that she has a loss on her record, it seems like Scuba Steve is up on the dessert menu to see if tonight can have a cherry on top, Trina.
Yeah, indeed. And you are right in saying that, you know, Fallon had the opportunity
Looks like
to
Fallon to throw first.
have that match
Game on.
by 3-0. Lennon's been playing well tonight as well.
$32.
Just for a second, I thought that was going to be one of those rare occasions where she doesn't get away.
Well, she did. She saved it to the last dart number 3.
No score.
Yeah, I think double 16 is going to get a bit of attention in this game. And when she was playing at the women's match play on Sunday,
41.
I referenced the fact that she used to have 2 different shirts. A pink one and a blue one. She doesn't wear the blue one anymore.
No, she doesn't. She's kind of like... the pink's become the one, hasn't it? Because the pink was what she won her first match at Ali Pali. So
yeah. I think there's a bit of a theme occurring this week. Because
100.
a man in pink won Group A. A man who's known for wearing pink is at the top of Group C. And if Sherrick wins this game, a lady
100.
in pink could be a top Group B. So instead of it being Double Trouble 5, we might as well just call it Pink Week. And you're in pink as well.
I am.
140.
I didn't get the memo.
148. $81.
Slip with the last. 67 left when she returns.
60.
Bare minimum from Lennon. Sherrick really should have been on something less than this. Might not make any difference.
$59.
But if anything, as the night's
Civic
gone on,
130.
in that corner for finishing, has just decided to elude her a little bit. And this could go. Double 5. It's all about the green. The man in green takes the lead.
Yeah,
Second
punished
Steve
there.
to throw first. Game on.
A slip from Fallon. And Steve Lennon takes out the 130.
We really are starting to see a change.
32.
Another fashion change in this sport, aren't we? I'm not talking about shirts either. I'm talking about points. Now, for the last 3 or 4 seasons, everyone's been dabbling with the longer point. But now it seems everybody's dabbling with the interchangeable point. Lennon's got them in. Sherrick's got them in.
58.
It's curious that Whitlock hasn't.
That's because Whitlock makes his own points. That's why.
He's probably in the practice room whittling a set right now.
No score.
Well, this is unusual for Fallon. 2 visits to the board and she's not away yet.
59.
He has to get away here. And big.
Does so with dart 7.
Well, that was another tactic change there from Fallon. On the score switch, it was the 19s this time instead of the 20s.
100.
Fallon has to find some trebles here.
58.
Seems to be eluding her a little bit at the moment.
60.
If she walks away with 4 points tonight, she's going to be devastated, isn't she?
Considering the start that she's had and the way she has been playing as well. Doubling in has been exceptional. Does find a 140 there.
They're doubling out. 8 from 28 in their first 3 games. It's not terrible, but if it had been just a tiny bit sharper, the likelihood is she would have 6 points coming into this game. And sharpness on the outer ring in this game has already
65.
cost her a leg.
Civicar 134.
That's good thinking there from Sherritt. Went for the bullseye with the last start to lead the 167.
94. Following the car 167.
Big ask and too much to ask as the walls start to close in on her evening.
41. Civicar 40.
Top zone for Lennon to take a 2-0 lead.
So the second leg, Steve
Pins it
Lennon.
with the first dart.
Third leg, Fallon to throw first. Game on.
Now here's what's weird about the end of this night. If Lennon does win this match, he has the opportunity to overtake Sherrick
52.
by the end of the evening if he can take out Neil Duff in, are we going to call it a cross-border derby?
112.
I suppose you could pitch it like that, couldn't you?
Or if you're talking about derby matches, what about the next one? It's the Battle of the Beards.
97.
Fallon could learn something from her previous game because she was 2-0 up. She should know from here that she's not out to sea.
60.
If she can just get to 2-1 and start knocking on the door in leg 4, anything's possible.
100.
Well, a ton found there for Fallon. Lennon switching to
96.
19s. Finds one of them.
That is perfect. This needs to be a 140.
140.
She heard you. Leaves 112 after 12. Lennon here applying some pressure.
137. Following the car 112.
That was extremely aggressive. This has got to be pinpoint. If this doesn't go, it could be 3-0.
80. Civicar 96.
Opportunity gone. And is it all too late for Fallon in this match?
Double 18? No. Double 8.
88. Following the
That
car
aggressiveness
52.
really did nearly pay off.
Getting shot on the third
So
leg,
Sherrick
following
survives and is still in this
Fourth
game
leg,
after
Steve
3
to throw
legs.
first. Game on.
Yeah, hold of throw there for Fallon. Lennon throwing for the match.
32.
Has managed to get away with the final dart.
What a dart that was from Lennon. We shouldn't be surprised that Fallon's good at double start because
112.
she is a multi-skilled dart player. Excellent soft tip player. Is obviously good at straight start darts.
93.
Played loads of different formats over the last 10 to 15 years of her career. Even from when she was a very young age. Playing alongside the likes of Casey
140.
Gallagher. When she started playing soft tip, it took her about 24 hours to nail it.
100.
In her own words, I don't know how to play cricket. 24 hours later, she's one of the best cricket players in the world in a soft tip board.
I have to say, soft tip is not my.
81.
It's not my favourite game.
You're more of a traditionalist on a Bristol or Sisal dartboard.
Yes.
96.
Well, Sherrick has a great chance of levelling up here. has to switch.
59.
Did she switch 1 dot too late, maybe?
Well, she needed to find a treble, really.
59.
But she's got away
Following
with
the
it.
car, 109.
Interesting. Double top.
69.
Not quite in the nick
See
of
the
time,
car,
and Lennon gets another
121.
chance to win this game. He had 1 dart to win 3-0. 1 dart to win 3-1.
96.
And that's even
Following the
closer.
car, 40.
This has to go to take us all the way. Double 10. Now double 5.
30. Supercar, 25.
Oh, now she's devastated. She knows what happens next. Usually, somebody strikes.
17.
Lennon can't.
Following the car, 10.
And
Each on
we
the fourth
go
leg, Fallon
to
Sherrick.
a deciding leg.
Fifth and
As
final leg,
Fallon
Fallon
Sherrick
through
takes
first.
out
Game
the
on.
double 5. She has the throw as well.
Well, that was a bonus. She didn't even think she had the throw. Now you got to use it. Well, she was thinking about the
32.
switch and then picks off that perfect 32.
Yeah, puts it in the top of the bed, almost in the same place as what Lennon did there as well, and that's a perfect
152.
start from him.
Yeah, that is not what Fallon wanted to hear. Great answer from Steve, though.
60.
He has taken this final leg by the scruff of the neck. And he's not relenting.
100.
It's one of those legs, isn't it?
One of
Go
them,
big or
Fulci.
go home. If you go big, you're top of the table on 6 points. If you don't get it, you're going home with only 4.
59.
Well, 59 scored there from Lennon.
Oh, she's gotten away with it. If she didn't get the treble
99.
there, a bogey number was calling. So that was very risky.
It was, but she's managed to leave the 170.
138. Following the car, 170.
This has to go some distance away from the treble 20.
Yeah, maybe if she was playing Gabe Clemens
90.
again,
Supercar, 52.
she would have found that one. Not shades of the Grand Slam of darts. But it could be a win for Lennon. He's
20.
missed his chance
Following the
again.
car, 80.
And Sherrick, who was 2-0 down, could steal it. And she
Each on the
does.
match, Fallon Sherrick.
She walks away with 6 points from her evening. And as Lennon leaves the stage, he will not believe that he has let that slip. Sherrick, a wonderful comeback performance to win the last 3 legs to leave Steve Lennon bereft. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where we have just seen Fallon Sherrick win a very, very interesting game. And in her third game of the night, she was 2-0 up and lost. But in her fourth game, she was 2-0 down and won. Go figure. Well, if you like a lot of beard on your biscuit, join our club, because this is what you've got right here with game number 9. It's the Battle of the Beards. The two best aspects of facial hair that the Modus Super Series could possibly serve up in one fixture, refereed by a man who has no hair.
First leg, Andreas to throw first. Game on.
You might be looking for a sweep over in a bit.
We've got a little bit of everything here. We've got no hair, no beard. No hair, but lots of beard. And then lots of hair and lots of beard.
No score.
We've literally got everything on the stage. But when it comes to everything, that is tantamount
55.
to 3 legs in this one. Because if Harrison does not win this match, he'll have nothing to show for his night's work. Whitlock would have 3 wins out of 4,
No
which
score.
would be a very beneficial evening.
That is
100.
Harrison's second visit, and he's still not away. Does
40.
manage to get away this time.
That's been a bit of a problem for him tonight, hasn't it? He hasn't decided to use a plan B for starting.
One of
He's
them, 40.
persevered with tops, even though he's missed it quite a lot. I sense he's getting Whitlock at the wrong time here.
41.
Yeah, he hasn't found the form that we know he's capable of. He has
56.
had a bit of a shoulder injury in the past, so it's probably taken him some time to get back into it. And
One of them, 40. Simon Carr would have
Play
been
long
50.
enough, you will get an injury of some description. 134 would leave double 8.
96.
That's fine. As for what he goes for next,
who knows?
16 double 19? Nothing
54.
would surprise me.
Simon Carr, 54.
So take it away, Simon.
Traditional. Double 10.
34.
It's right on the wire. We'll be back.
Has to move.
59.
So
Simon
a
Carr,
finish is
20.
left just in case. But in most cases, it's leg over. Which it
Into the
is,
first leg, Simon Whitlock.
off a dart that will never ever be classified as a
Second leg,
marker.
Simon to throw first.
Well, it was a good adjustment,
Game
wasn't
on.
it? Takes the first leg with a break of throw and is away with the first dart of this second leg.
111.
I think it's fair to say that Andreas is in a bit of trouble now. Not just in this game, but in this group.
60.
If you're deciding to join us at this late hour, local time here in the United Kingdom at 12:15, we welcome
58.
you for the last game and a half. But you join us with the Swede in hot water. He's like the proverbial frog. He wants to jump out, but only if he's got enough points over the 2 nights, and
135.
he is struggling.
He is indeed, and really needs to
96.
find something tomorrow if he can't rescue this one.
$39.
And he will want to get one underneath his belt tonight. He will want this.
The worst case scenario for Harrison is if he loses this game to Whitlock
One of them, 40.
and Lennon beats Duff. That means that everybody's got at least 4 points. If that happens, I do not see Harrison getting through this group.
28.
It
Samarkand
would mean
96.
other people have to have terrible results.
They
going
have to have a
into-
night like his tonight.
Yes.
Well, why would you go double-double when someone's on 239?
36.
I think that's an unnecessary gamble. Although he does like double 19, so he knows best.
59. Samarkand 60.
Well, he's got 60 to go for now. Tops. Double 10.
40.
That's right on the wire as well.
He shaved that wire more than once in this game. All he needs is one Littler style dart at double 10 to take a 2-0 lead.
Samarkand 20.
Yes, we've reached that point in that young man's career where we can say it's Littler-esque if you hit double 10 like
Each on the
that.
second leg, Simon Whitlock. Third leg, Andreas to throw first. Game on.
2 legs down, and it's 2-0 to Whitlock. Well, for the first time, Harrison is away. First
80.
dart.
We have not said that a lot here tonight. Whitlock's on a 146.
146.
He knows all about starting like that and finishing like that.
Whitlock has started with his first dart on every leg of this match.
85.
That has not gone very well. A perfect start followed by a visit he would rather forget.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for Harrison to pounce as well.
96.
He does find one treble 19.
134.
As well, with 2 treble 19s. After putting that first 20 below the treble 20 and hiding the treble 20 bed, hence the
100.
switch.
If my eyes don't deceive me, I think Simon Whitlock's ponytail for the first time in his life has actually passed his belt line. So he's reached that milestone.
140.
Is he going to reach
Andreas
3-0 as a
140.
milestone? Maybe with his next 2 darts, because he's got his opportunity now
100.
to win by 3
52.
legs to 0 to equalise Sherrick on 6 points and the same
Not
leg
sure.
difference. And
Andreas
my word,
40.
who thought that was going to happen?
Well, I know he goes some weird ways, but that's not the way. It's double 10 for Harrison. And now double 5 to save the match. And he's
30.
wired it.
Well, this
Samarkand
is interesting.
52.
What's he going to do this time?
12.
He has
He's
done
on
that
the
though,
mark, Simon Whitlock.
and Whitlock, after a bit of a diversion towards the end, he took the wrong off-ramp and then decided to take a U-turn and go down to Victoryville once again. A pretty good performance, but it is a 3rd win of the night for Simon Whitlock, and he will end his night on 6 points. Welcome to our final game of Group B for this evening. Tonight really has sped up as the night has gone on, but we have two very happy parties in Simon Whitlock and Fallon Sherrick. They've both won 3 of their 4 games, and that is something that could be happening right now for Neil Duff. He's got 4 points. Steve Lennon, however, who lost his first game and recovered really well to win his second, is here
First leg, Steve,
with
to throw
1 win
first.
from 3 because he couldn't finish the job against Sherrick in game number 8. So either we're going to have 3 players on 6 points or 2 with 2 players on 4
52.
points. But is it fair to say at this junction, Trina, that Andreas Harrison is really in the doghouse?
Unfortunately, yes, he is, isn't he? And he's
60.
needs for something to drastically go wrong for other players tomorrow and for him to have a perfect day, for him to stand any chance whatsoever
57.
to make Saturday. You saying earlier as well about the Fallon Sherrick and Steve Lennon
180.
game as Neil Duff finds a maximum. He had endless chances of taking that
100.
match. 3-0, 3-1, and even 3-2, but was unable to do so.
60.
I wonder if this is the game where someone's going to have more than 1 maximum. That's all we've had tonight. Lots of people getting 180
59.
per game. Now, in double start, you are somewhat minimized in getting maximums because you can't
81.
start a leg with 1. So the only time you're ever going to have more than 1 maximum is if you get a small start
100.
and a bit
The
more
other car,
scope.
120.
So we really shouldn't be surprised that only 1 maximum is being found per match by some of these players.
50. See the car, 133.
1-3-3 then for Lennon. It's not going to go, and Duff will return
93.
for 70.
The other car, 70.
But Lennon has left tops should Duff fail to take out this 70. It's got 1 dart at tops.
50.
It's just clipped the
See the
wire.
car, 40.
He expected to hit that. And I think a lot of people watching were expecting him to hit that as well. Maybe Lennon will.
No
But
score.
he can't. He's not
The other
close.
car, 20.
Well, he's struggling to get out, isn't he?
Getting shot the
Duff
first leg,
finds
Neil.
double 10 to break the throw of Lennon.
Second leg, Neil, the third first.
Leads by 1 leg to
Game
0.
on.
Uh-oh, bad news for Lennon. When
120.
you corner Neil Duff, he usually finds his best darts. Neil has got the long shift tonight. Game 1, game 10, and
52.
2 in between. So he has to get here early, and he's one of the last players to leave. But this is not his first rodeo. In
100.
fact, this is the 5th consecutive double trouble he's played in.
Yeah, he does like this format.
93.
I think you're either a fan of double start or you just despise it.
Well, he finds a maximum, and that just proves you wrong.
It just has. He's got 2 maximums in the game.
68. The other car, 101.
And I'm sure Steve Lennon is very unhappy about it.
Double 16.
69.
That would have been another flashy finish on the back of his 132 and 102 back-to-back in his previous win over
59.
Andreas Harrison.
The other
Would have
car,
been a 12
32.
darter. Can you make it a 13?
Getting
He
shot on
can.
the second leg, Neil Duff.
Pins it with the very first dart. Leads by
Third leg,
2 legs
Steve
to
through
0.
first. Game on.
He's playing like he's past its bedtime. One thing we have learned from this
72.
evening's play is that 2-0 is not safe.
Well, both away on their first dart.
80.
on the first visit in this leg.
And one of the reasons in the previous leg that I mentioned that you either love or hate this format is because the year
99.
that Steve Lennon played at the World Grand Prix and lost to Michael van Gerwen, that was Rob Cross's debut year at the World Grand Prix. And if there's one
60.
format that he despises, it's double start. He is not a specialist at that format whatsoever.
96.
But things can change. I remember Gerwin Price used to hit double start darts, and then he figured it out, and he won the World Grand Prix.
One of them, 40.
Well, Duff finding his best form here,
One of them, 40.
averaging 90.
Yeah, we haven't had a completed game with a 90-plus average just yet.
One
But
of
that
them,
might be about to
25.
change,
Civicar 94.
unless Steve Lennon has got something up his sleeve. Seems like he has.
Game shot on the third
Just
leg,
like
Steve
that,
Lennon.
a 14 darter to stop Neil Duff from getting
Fourth
matched
leg yielded
darts.
to first. Game on.
However, Neil does have the advantage of throwing first. Can he make it count, though? By getting in, he does with his second dart.
60.
It's a really interesting turn of phrase there, Trina, in getting in, because that's what people say when they hit something.
14.
Get in. It's interesting because when they say that, it's already in. So it's a bit of an oxymoron statement.
I like it.
55.
There's method in my madness.
100.
We can talk about talking all we like, but trying to get words out of Steve Lennon is like trying to get blood from a stone. He talks about as much as a fish.
92.
But that's what we like about him. He's mysterious. He's impossibly friendly when he does talk.
One of them, 40.
There's nothing wrong with a person of few words. It's a rare commodity these days.
Well, you find it hard to fall out with them,
60.
don't you?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
One of
It's a
them,
great
40.
visit. Maybe Lennon can turn this around.
Maybe he can. He's left 107 after 12.
One of them, 40.
But that 140
Civicar
from Duff
107.
really does apply pressure.
Well, Lennon took it at 94 to deny Duff match darts.
91. Neil
Now
Car,
it's up
94.
to Duff to take out 94 to get rid of Lennon. He doesn't get a dart at double.
54. Civicar, 16.
He whisks that last dart away because he knows he's probably going the distance now. Well, that one has given him a little bit of clearance. Oh,
score.
well.
Neil the Car, 40.
What was so hopeful might now be fatal. Duff takes a breath, and I think this is a very wise move. One chance. That's all he needs. And Neil Duff does indeed finish the evening with 6 points. That's a successful campaign. And compared to some of the darts that we've seen from others, I think he's going to be very happy with the best performance of the night coming in his very last performance. He wins 3-1.
Welcome back to the end of Group B show, because we have had our 10 matches this evening, and it's been a very, very good night for the likes of Simon Whitlock and Sherrick and Neil Duff, who, as you can see in the second half of our play tonight, started very, very buoyantly, and some who we've just mentioned have ended very well, including Neil Duff with the best performance of the night in beating Steve Lennon by 3 legs to 1. And that means that Lennon and Harrison, they are in a bit of trouble. Well, I suppose in a week that's called Double Trouble, someone's got to be in trouble. And it just so happens to be Steve and Andreas, with Neil, Fallon and Simon doing a very good job this evening of winning 3 out of 4. We have been watching the darts tonight with our esteemed colleague here in Trina Gulliver. Fallon Sherrick had a wonderful evening tonight. She could have won 4 out of 4. If it wasn't for a game where she was 2-0 up and lost 3-2, it would have been the perfect night for her.
Yeah, we're very impressed with Fallon tonight. Doubling in was exceptional. That double 16 really played a big part in her game tonight, and on her finishing as well. And yeah, she's been brilliant tonight and deserves them 3 wins. And as you said, could have had the 4th.
What did you make of her checking out? I mean, you said that the doubles on the way in were really good. I completely concur with that. What did you make of her finishing?
The finishing was good. Wasn't as good as a doubling in, but it was good. At times it could have been better, but I think she's had a really good night tonight. You know, you can tell that she's come back out of the match play in good form, and she's brought that here.
Do you get the feeling that she's going to be happy with 6 points, or is she going to be cursing herself for not winning 4?
Well, I think she'll be hard on herself if she curses herself for not winning the 4. You know, she had her opportunities and she may well think, well, I should have, but she'll be happy with the 6, I'm sure.
We know that Andreas Harrison hasn't won a game tonight, and he's got an awful lot to do come Friday night, but let's focus on the people who've put themselves in a very, very good position in this table. Simon Whitlock tonight, he provided us with a great deal of highlights, but one shot in particular really did give us the impetus of where he could go, and it was this, wasn't it?
Yeah, the 160 checkout, it was superb. Finds the 2 treble 20s, moves across the oche to find a way through for the double top, and pins it to take us to a deciding leg.
Now, this was the game that Fallon Sherrick was 2-0 up in, and when she was reeled in after 4 legs, Whitlock wouldn't really look back. So is it easy for us to say that that was the most incredible win that he's had tonight, or maybe the most important?
Probably the most important, I would say. Yeah, it was to get that 160. It's a confidence thing as well, isn't it? When you hit that 160, it propels you into the next leg, and that's what he's done.
We expected Neil Duff to start peaking around Thursday, because this is the Modus Super Series. Usually Monday to Wednesday we don't see the real Neil, but then Thursday comes and we tend to see a little bit more. And when it comes to exciting checkouts, I know we've had a greater one numerically from Whitlock, but maybe from a sparkling point of view, this one just takes the cake a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, bullseye, and the double 16. It's very special, isn't it? But 2 perfect bullseyes to find that, and yeah, again, brilliant stuff from Duff.
What is Neil thinking after 3 wins from 4 tonight? Because it feels like his night was a bit more turbulent than, say, Sherrick and Whitlock.
Well, he had the best average, and it was his best game. Was the last game of the night, wasn't it? But yeah, as you said, he does this time and time again. He plays his best towards the end of the week, and he just manages to get there on Saturday. It's like he's got a plan all the way along, and he never ever panics. But this is the norm for him.
With Andreas coming into Group B this week, you expect him to challenge for the top 3 spots. How realistic is it now that Andreas is going to make Saturday?
It's pretty unrealistic. He needs to have a perfect day himself tomorrow, and it all needs to go terribly wrong for everybody else, and then he may have a chance. But he started off the week so well with 5 out of 5 on the Monday, and from there on in, it's just gone pear-shaped for him, unfortunately.
Would you say the same for Steve Lennon, even though he has got a win from his 4 matches tonight? Has he got to be perfect on Friday night?
I would say so. His doubling tonight hasn't been his best, and it's let him down on a few occasions, and it's cost him.
It definitely has cost him. And as far as Lennon is concerned, he sits in 4th position. Now, 4th position is not going to be good enough in Group C a little bit later today, local time, because from 1 o'clock we are going to have Group C. And as you can see, Keegan Brown is in a very, very good position. He's got an 8-leg lead and also a 4-point lead over his closest friend, Richie Howson. Very much a friendly group, you could say, because you've got best pals in Steve West and Robert Thornton in there, and everybody likes Richie Burnett. But tomorrow it's going to be somewhat cutthroat, isn't it? Because points are going to be at a premium, especially for the bottom 5.
Yeah, indeed. You know, you've got 3 players there on 4 points, and it's going to be swings and roundabouts. I can see that changing throughout the day, and you know, it beggars belief as to see who comes out on top. Keegan's had a brilliant day, and he'll be looking to carry that on forward to tomorrow.
What did he do so well yesterday afternoon then? Why is he currently on 10 points?
I just think he was the most consistent player, and he took his chances. He had this 170 check out as well against West, and that was to give him a chance in the deciding leg, and he duly took the deciding leg. So, you know, he just produced things at the right time.
They seemed like pairs partners on the stage yesterday afternoon. They were wearing a very similar shirt. But what are you expecting from Group C in short, Trina? Because I know that you're leaving us after this session for the rest of the week. Who's going to qualify with Keegan Brown? Is it that simple?
Well, as you say, as we said, there's 3 people on 4 points, and it can move. Richie Howson is the best challenger at the moment on 6 points, but I think it could be anybody within that 4 underneath.
You're sitting on the fence.
I am sitting on the fence, yes.
And you're going to stay there, aren't you?
Richie Howson.
She's off the fence. Right, we're going to get Trina off the fence. She said Richie Howson along with Keegan Brown. You're going to have to find out tomorrow because Group C starts from 1 o'clock. There's plenty more coming up on Pluto TV after the show tonight because we do have a very interesting break of throw in our series of break of throws with the #1 lady in the world, Bo Greaves, and of course Fallon Sherrick. We'll analyse their throws and see what makes them so great. Well, that's a great picture of Keegan Brown, isn't it? I wonder if he's going to be looking like that come 6 o'clock tomorrow night, because at the end of Group C, he could be going into Saturday night with a great deal of confidence, and he's looking to get a second weekly win here because he does have a weekly win at the Modus Super Series before. Don't miss finals night. It's a particularly interesting finals night whenever we do have double start, and that will be 7:30 live on Pluto TV, if indeed you're not joining us here on London Road in Portsmouth. And then on Monday morning, it's going to be Series 15, starting with James Buckby, a former 2-time weekly finalist. I wonder if he can go one better before the year is out. Well, thanks for your company this evening. It's been an absolute treat to see some double start darts here, but there's more coming your way. We've got a double session on Friday. We're going to start with Group C from 1 p.m. this afternoon. Don't miss that. I've been the asset, Paul Nicholson. Good night, everyone.
The new Modus Super Series champion.
Oh my word! It's another incredible moment tonight.
Jeff Smith.
It's match start.
5-star performance.
Ball for big fish.
It's double